What's going on YouTube? OCD3DC here. I'm joined by my lovely wife. Say hello.
Hi.
And what we have for your face balls today, we're going to do some unboxings here. We got a handful of things to unbox, which we're going to get into in a moment. I just got back home from yet another trip. I got home at, we got home 2:30 a.m. Molly came pick me up from the airport.
Yeah, it was like 2:30.
On Friday morning. I was out in New York for the week, which we'll talk about in this week's live show. So back to original schedule, 8 p.m. Sunday night, live. We'll do a little Father's Day special. We're just a few subs away from 4K here on YouTube, as well as a few followers away.
So smash that like button or smash that subscribe button.
And as well as, I haven't done a whole lot on Instagram over the last, year and a half or whatever that I've had this channel, coming up on 2 years, I guess. But we're trying to do more there. And so we're right on the verge of 1,000 followers or whatever on Instagram. So go follow us over there. Subscribe here. Do the things. We're going to do because we're going to hit 4K right around, it might even be tomorrow actually on Father's Day. We're just a couple of subs away.
If you guys hit those buttons.
If you guys will hit the buttons, then yeah. But, we'll do a Father's Day / 4K giveaway. I got some cool stuff for that, so should be good. But let's get into it. So first up, I have a couple, speaking of Father's Day.
I was just going to grab that. Speaking of Father's Day,
I have a son who is in the Air Force. We've talked about him multiple times.
Yeah, if you join our lives, he's in there quite often.
Yep. And he sent me a couple of Father's Day gifts, even though he's angry with me right now. And so hopefully he watches this. I had to drop a little dad knowledge on him and
just reality check.
Just reality check. I don't want to see my son make the same mistakes I did, and so he's a little bit frustrated with me right at the moment. But I'm only doing this because I love him, and he's my favorite son. Yeah. He's my favorite son.
Just looking out for his best interest.
That's
he's
right.
Number one son.
Number one son. Okay, so P, I love you, bud. Keep your head up, and we'll talk about it more. You know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, this is my Para 3 in Maximet that I have modified and done some stuff to. But we have got new CMEs, which I don't have. What did I do with it? Of course, I don't have it out here.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for that little UV flashlight.
Oh, I have it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was laying right here, but obviously my wife took it. Anyway, these are on the website, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got some new CMEs up on the website. I've been working as hard as I can to get them up and rolling. With my full-time job and my children and all of that, family. So we've got some new C-Tech CMEs. In a few different colors. So this one is a green C-Tech. You can see right there. Quite beautiful. And we have white G10, which is also beautiful. Now, I did dye one of these red. So if you use the synthetic dye, they will dye. Where's your Para 3?
You took it from me.
I think it's laying over there on the table.
We're just so together today.
Yeah. But here is, you can see, this is shred carbon fiber with glow in the dark, which is very, very cool. And so you guys can pick those up on the website, as well as purple C-Tech. You can see right here. This is on my wife's Para 3. Little purple C-Tech. It's quite beautiful. So those are all up on the website. Go check them out.
C-Tech up there.
There's a few different colors of C-Tech, as well as this shred carbon fiber with glow in the dark, as well as the white G10. So lots of new options, and there'll be some more stuff coming as well. So, stay tuned. But these are live on the website now, so you can go and check them out. But we're going to get into these packages and see what my number one son got me for Father's Day. Okay. Beers. Let's see what we're working with here. We got a mug. It says, "Great job, Dad. I turned out awesome."
Got him.
So there you go. Yes, you did. I'm super proud of you, kid. So I'll drink to that. And so he got this mug for me. That's fantastic. Or glass, I should say, not a mug. But very funny. Says, "Great job, Dad. I turned out awesome." Wonderful. I appreciate that. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
You did, boy. You did.
And then we have this bag that just came today, actually. I was about to start this video, and then I looked at my wife and said, "Should I go down and check the mail first? Do you know of anything coming?" And she said, "I'm not sure, but if I don't check it, then there'll probably be something in there." And this was in there. So this is, I have no idea what this is, but I'm sure there's something on the other side of this. It feels like some kind of a tray of sorts. But, oh, holy cow. There was a bunch of stuff that dropped all down the other side here.
A little EDC tray.
Okay. So, it's a Kydex dump tray is what they're calling this. This came from We the People Holsters. And We the People make some really good stuff. It came with a couple of stickers. All this junk fell out the other side as I was unwrapping this. Oh, and their cardstock is faux carbon fiber, if you can see that. So, you know, that's kind of...
me.
Yeah, I thought it was carbon fiber for a minute, but, you know. So you get a couple stickers, and then this Kydex, it's very structured, really nice, formed. Little American flag, you know, you got your little... This could be a decent disassembly tray because of the ridges
Throw
in
something
here.
on it. Dump stuff.
And, you know, if you wanted to use this for a tray to disassemble and whatnot, because of the ridges, things aren't going to roll around, which is nice. And it's got a nice lip around the edges. So, yeah, we got some knives sitting here. You know, the flashlight. Couple
Carbon
CMEs,
fiber.
Carbon fiber. So there you go. Awesome, bud. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it, and I will definitely use both of these things. So thank you so much for doing that. I greatly appreciate it.
He's a good little boy.
Okay, now we got this package here. This is the latest package from Spyderco, and we'll use the Mule. This is the S45 Mule team. This is Mule 31. I have no idea what's in this package. I've been gone and I hadn't looked at the email to see what this is.
I did, but I forgot.
It's an odd shaped box, that's for sure. We do have, we have Mule Team 29P. As well as an MBK WP BK, which I'm not sure what that is.
Those are great.
We got some silver. We got some silver stuff here. Packaging
in case
material.
it gets cold or something.
This is an odd shaped box for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, because the Mule Team box is big. So.
Big and little.
Big and little. Let me grab. I didn't know what was going to be in this, but you know, we're going to have to get this out for this unboxing here. So we got two packages. We already know that this is going to be a Mule Team, so let's just get into that right now. And
oh no, we're out of filament.
That one's out.
Yeah.
We'll have to order some more. We're down to one.
Oh no.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, so this is a Mule, and for those that don't know, the Mules from Spyderco, here's the paperwork for it. I'll show you if you want to pause right there and check that out. This one is in Z-Max. So this is Spyderco's 29th Mule Team installment featuring ZAP Z-Max PM. An ultra high performance powder metallurgy tool steel enriched with vanadium, tungsten, molybdenum, cobalt, 2% carbon, developed to provide maximum levels of wear resistance, hardness, attainable hardness, and comprehensive strength, or compressive strength, sorry. Z-Max PM excels at heavy duty industrial applications, and it says, and in the cutting of difficult to machine materials. It is capable of a maximum obtainable hardness of HRC 68 to 70. Wow. And can sometimes be used in place of carbide. So this thing's going to be a beast. Z-Max is not a steel that I have used before, but, you know, yeah, 2% carbon, that is really getting up there. Definitely not a stainless steel. We only have 4% chromium here, 10% tungsten. So this thing's going to be have a lot of tungsten carbides in it. 5% moly, 5% vanadium, 9% cobalt. So that's interesting. Yeah, this, like I said, this is not a steel that I am familiar with. But now reading this, I'm definitely pumped on it. This thing's
your interest has been piqued.
My interest has been piqued for sure. But you know, I mean, really, you know, Maximet has kind of been the king of wear resistant steels. You know, you have stuff like S125V. If you guys remember the Russian that I had, that was in S125V. There are some you know, crazy high, you know, K390 is another one. But Maximet really has kind of been the king. There are a few other variants of it, but this...
Until now, maybe.
Z-Max, yeah, Z-Max might. I mean, Maximet definitely is not up at 70 HRC. So, you know, we'll have to send this down to BJ and have him poke it and see where we're at. But let's get this old girl unbagged.
Metallurgy.
That's right. So for those that don't know, if you guys remember Kurt, that used to do the Rockwell hardness testing, BJ Hill down at Hilltop Knives and Gear, he now has that Rockwell testing machine. I did a video with myself, BJ, and Kurt at Kurt's home in Pennsylvania. And we all three got together to hang out and have a good time. It was a lot of fun. But here we go. Here is Mule Team number 29 in Z-Max. So this thing is going to be a beast from the way it looks.
That's a big box for such a short knife.
Yeah, they do that. Okay, so that's the first one up, is the Z-Max Mule.
Can I touch it?
Yeah. We'll have to wipe it down, get your filthy fingerprints off of it, because it's going to...
Look at this is not a filthy hand at all. There's no paint there.
No paint there. Molly's been doing some remodeling, hashtag DIY bathroom projects. But yeah, so we'll show some pictures of that. We're getting pretty near the end. We've just got the few touch-up things to do in one bathroom. The other bathroom, I think, has some more stuff going on. But
yeah, and yeah, I have some cabinet painting to do, so it's not really that near.
Yeah, okay. Well, so here is the other package that we got. A small package, small knife. I was expecting a dragonfly or something, but no. This is a Warney. Is this a man bug? I don't know what this is. Yeah, man bug, Warncliffe, plain edge, black.
I like that.
Yeah, you know the bugs, the ladybug, the man bug, and just the bug. This one's in VG10.
I like that blade shape with that size.
Yeah, really cool. You know, technically, these are integrals because the handle is all one piece, FRN. But, you know, the ergos work here. These things are just vicious little box cutters and pretty cool. And centering is good. That's one of the things that amazes me about these little backlocks that Spyderco does. you know, you look at them and you think it's just like a toy, but I mean, this is very much a very functional piece. They even did these in K390, which in my opinion was just awesome. Super cool way to experience a really, really awesome steel. And because these are really tiny, they're not going to be the most wonderful thing to try and sharpen, at least for a guy like me. But, you know, with K390, you're not going to have to sharpen it very much at all, especially on a little blade like this that you're just using to cut, you know, tape and cardboard, things like that. But they're actually, even with my hands, I mean, the ergos are good. Like, you can get a really good purchase on this thing, and that thumb ramp, I mean, it's just very secure. So even, they just do a really great job for these tiny little guys. You want to try it out? See what you think?
Oh, yeah. Like, despite not being able to get all your hand on there, it's really
secure,
super
right?
secure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, there you go.
I thought I was,
No, you were
papers...
just on it. You could barely see the tip. Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just see how it feels, just for a second.
That's what you said last night, and look what happened.
Yeah, look what happened. So.
Kidding.
Not really.
Not really.
So here we got the mules. I didn't know that there was a mule in this box. I just grabbed this. These, as you can see, the mules do not come with scales on them. These scales were loaned to me by Mr. Stephen Kluver, and they're very, very good. The actual tang of the blade sits proud just ever so slightly all the way around. And it makes for a really nice feel in hand. Still relatively slim. We got some Chicago screws here, or sex bolts that hold them in place. But these are really nice G10 scales. They're textured well. I can't remember who made these. I think he told me at one point. But they're very, very nice. I'm actually going to copy them. I just haven't had time. I've been traveling so much for work and whatnot, but I'm going to make a few sets of scales for the mules. But before we get into all that, let's get into how sharp are these blades.
We should do Berkeley dirty and open up our KiwiCo box.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. We might as well. I mean, what else? Parents, we got to inspect the box, make sure it's okay for it.
Right. I mean,
this is an excuse I've used for years. Like, if my kids had some a good ice cream cone or something, and I'm like, hey, I got to test that first, make sure it's okay. Hand it over. And it's Father's Day weekend, yeah. So you know.
There's also when we go to Culver's, there's a curd tax.
Yeah. She always gets cheese curds at a few different places. And I like cheese curds, but not enough to just like straight up order them. So I just want 4 or 5 curds. So there's a curd tax. That's her tax for, life and a roof over her head.
Being able to sleep in until 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Being able to order said curds to begin with.
Right.
Okay, so here we go. Let's see where we're at here. Actually, I'm going to have to just hold this one. The bug is tiny. All right, here we go. 165. I might have hit that with my finger. I definitely hit it, but I don't know if it was enough.
That didn't seem right. You want me to reload it?
Yeah, reload it. Go easy on the stuff. Yeah. Just hopefully we don't run out there. We need to obviously order a couple more rolls. For those that don't know, here is the test media that we're cutting, and it comes on a roll like this. And this one's empty, obviously. But you can buy more of these, which we will absolutely have to order a few rolls. But thankfully, we had one that still has enough on it.
Hey, sharpening supplies.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you can get this at sharpeningsupplies.com. Really awesome people. They have a lot of really cool stuff. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to try and use the stopper. I moved it a little closer. Okay, here we go. 175. So I'm going to say my 165 was really, really close.
Yeah.
So 175, a good number. We're looking for something under 200, and that certainly is under 200. on a small little knife like this, that's a really great edge. And, you know, VG10 isn't the greatest edge retention steel, but it's not bad. You know, I don't know what this particular model cost, but for what it is, a nice little keychain knife, nice little fifth pocket knife, action on it's good, a little back lock, and, you know, it looks pretty cool. You can one-hand this thing. You know, someone with smaller hands than me is going to have an easier time there, but you can see the action it does. You know, it's fully one-hand capable. So, you know, very nice quality control on something this small with FRN. Spyderco does a really good job with that stuff. It's pretty amazing to see, actually. Okay. Here we go with the Z-Max Mule Team. Now, these are made in Colorado. I can't remember. The man bug's probably Japan, I think. Seiki City. Here we go. 160 on the Z-Max. Where's the man bug from? Seiki City. Yeah, okay. So this one was done in the Japanese factory at 165, 175. This was Golden, Colorado, I'm sure, yes. I think all the mules come from Colorado. And the mule, I think I started to talk about this and then stopped, got sidetracked. But the mules are, Spyderco makes these to test new steels. And so we have the same geometry, the same blank, you know, same shape, and just a bunch of different steels. So this one is Mule Team 29. This one is Mule Team 31. I don't know exactly how many there are. I know there's some new ones coming, but yeah, the Z-Max is very, very cool and definitely an awesome steel that, like I said, I was not aware of Z-Max. I've never handled it before. I know there's a few new steels coming out. Magna Cut, everybody's raving about, which that one looks certainly not going to be on the level of this of hardness or edge retention. But Magna Cut looks just like a really good, balanced overall steel. And it'll be interesting, you know, as soon as I get my hands on that, I'll do some testing with it. I'll probably do some testing with the Z-Max as well. I probably need a good 24-hour period to dull that edge, is going to be my guess. But we'll put it on the stones, and I'll probably do a video on it just because it's so hard. But I'll probably put it on the stones just to see how it reacts on some diamond stones. I might video that. I don't do a ton of sharpening videos, really just because there's other guys that do that stuff, and honestly, I'm just not a sharpening snob, so I don't really get involved in that world. Like, the guys that do that stuff are just, well, they're just assholes about it, and it just is frustrating. You know, they just, I don't know. They just come off as just, you know, like, oh, look at me, I can whittle a hair. Well, so what? Like, and anyone can do that. It just
tight, bro.
Yeah,
but
it just takes time, and you know, I sharpen by hand. I freehand most of the time, but I also try out a bunch of other systems, and I don't care what you sharpen with. You know, whatever works best for you. Mm-hmm. I'm all for it as long as you enjoy the hobby and you can maintain your own tools. Awesome. Mm-hmm. And even if you can't sharpen and you got to take it somewhere to have it sharpened, so what? You know,
right, it really doesn't matter. Like, no. The only reason we sharpen, and I don't sharpen anything, by the way,
right,
is to maintain our tools because we use them.
I don't have the time to sit around and just perfect an edge and get it like.
There's no reason we're gonna go out and cut a bale of hay open.
I've played around to see how low I can get, which, by the way, I've gotten down to 30. Just FYI, just saying. But anyway. You know, I've played around, hence why we're out of test media. but you know, like, it just frustrates me.
To get off your high horse.
You're right. These guys that do sharpening and they act like, oh, if you don't have the latest, greatest whetstones that cost $9,000, then you ain't shit. And you know, I sharpen with DMT diamond stones. They're not, well, I mean, most people aren't going to spend the money on those. They're not crazy expensive. But you know, I also understand most people are not going to have $400 or $500 wrapped up in their sharpening setup. There are those people that do, and that's fine. Like I said, I am not.
You do you.
Yeah,
Don't
whatever
throw
works best.
judgment.
If you like a KME, or you like a Wicked Edge, or you like freehand stones, or you like the Work Sharp, any offering
Or
from
you
Work
like
Sharp.
taking your stuff to Ace Hardware.
Exactly. Or if you like going down, Omaha Knife. Curtis at Omaha Knife offers a sharpening service. He does a great job. He's cheap. He's fast. The turnaround time is good, and it's a great sharpening service. So if you want to have knives sharpened, you can send them into Omaha Knife. And there's tons of places where you can get knives sharpened, but the guys on YouTube are the ones that just frustrate me because they go on and on and on about it. And you know what? The reality is, like polished edges and stuff like that. Yes, on certain knives they can look cool. Functionally, all it is pretty. That's it. There is no gain to polishing an edge. Trust me when I tell you, because I've tested it a bunch of different ways. Once you get over about 1500 grit, that's it for, I shouldn't say that. Certain steels can gain from a polished edge, but they're few and far between. Most steels are better off with a little bit of a toothy edge. But even still, if you like polished edges, great, go for it. Awesome. They look cool, and I think they look cool as well. I just don't have the time to sit and polish every edge because I'm about just the function of it. I get it sharp enough to do the job I want to do, and that's it.
Right. Yeah.
And so, I'm going to beat up my stuff anyway. Like this Maximet Para 3, this thing has been through hell and back. And I just kick the shit out of it all the time, and it's awesome. I've chipped this blade something fierce, and I just sharpen it out and start over. And hell, not so long ago, I used this to break loose a flathead screw, it chipped, but it was okay. I sharpened it out.
It's fine.
It's fine.
That's why I sharpen my stuff.
It worked.
Not for pretty. To get them chips out.
I could have walked, a couple 100 yards and got a screwdriver.
Why would you do that?
But I didn't. I had this in my pocket.
I don't know about you, but if there's a knife in my pocket, you bet your sweet bip I'm going to use it to pry something.
Yeah, right. That's just the way it is. So, I kind of went on a rant there. Sorry about all that. It's just frustrating to me that people act that way and like shame people for not using this or that stone.
And nobody has room to shame anyone.
No.
So stop it.
So stop it.
Stop it.
And so let me drop some dad knowledge on you there.
Yeah, ooh, there's your dad lecture.
You're not perfect either, son.
Right.
So shut the hell up. And if you like to freehand sharpen, wonderful. I'm happy for you, but quit thinking that you're better than other people, because you're not.
Nope.
So, boom, I'm dropping bombs. All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed the rant. Thanks so much, P, for my tray. I really love it. Another crap collector, which Mom will greatly appreciate.
I don't think we have any more room.
And then, where's the glass?
Oh,
here it is.
You take possession of is filled.
Great job, Dad. I turned out awesome. That's fantastic. I love it. So thank you so much, bud. I hope you're having a great weekend down in Florida. And for the rest of you out there, I hope you have a wonderful Father's Day. Like I said, we're going to be live Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Come and hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. Go and check out the new CMEs on the website. If you got any questions, email them to this email address right here. And either my wife or I will respond. I travel a lot for work, as a lot of you know. So it might be a few days in between me responding to stuff. Right now we're just incredibly busy at work. So it's consuming my life at the moment. But yeah, we greatly appreciate all your guys' support. Thanks so much. We're just about to break 4K and super pumped on that. But
smash them.
Smash the buttons. We gone.